15-hour... No. Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte and today I'm going to do something that is really exciting to me. It's because I am trying Morphe for the first time. You heard it right, for the first time. I've never tried any Morphe products before. I've definitely heard of them, but I've never used them before. So today I have the 15H Happy Hour palette by Morphe, and I'm so excited for this, not only because it's the first time that I tried the brand as a whole itself, but it's also some of the first products after Morphe rebranded. So let's get started. So inside the packaging, it looks like this. Ooh, it looks like this. So I really love the matte black packaging, which they always have had before the rebranding, but I love this font. It's just so pretty, so classy, so simple. And then you can see 15H at the back of the palette. I'm pretty sure before they only had stickers and now it's like printed onto the palette. So the 15H Happy Hour palette by Morphe retails for $15 US dollars, then divided by 15 shades, which is what is contained in this palette. Each shade is $1 each. So the description says, this mirror palette of totally wearable shades put the happy into any hour. That's really smart. From warm peaches to chill out pewters, these crazy creamy lush eyeshadow can mix and mingle well beyond last call. Here is the brand new 15H palette. This is just, again, warm tones, oranges, but the reason why I'm getting the 15H is because Morphe has all these overwhelming 35 shades palettes. Before the 15 shades palettes are released, I'm pretty sure the lowest number of shadows that they have in a palette is around 20 or 24, and I still think that's a bit too much. So I was really excited when this came out, along with there are a few more shades, but this is super pretty, right down my alley, and I'll definitely get to use it. So let's go on and try this on my eyes. So firstly, I'm gonna take this color called On the Rocks, this beigey color, as a base all over my lid. And I'm taking the BH Cosmetics Smokes and Mirrors No. 7 brush, which is a flat, fluffy brush. Ooh, do you see that? It's like a bone shade, but super pigmented. And then next, taking the same brush, I'm just gonna take the color next to the first color, this color called Mixer. You can see a bit of fallout over here from the second shade, but nothing crazy. I'm just gonna take this in the crease. I'm just gonna go get a smaller brush. This is the Jessup Small Tapered Blending Brush. I'm just gonna take this color right here called Bottoms Up, a burnt orange color. Ooh, that is like bam pigment. I feel like I want to do a halo eye, so I'm just gonna place this color on the outer corners and then on the inner corners as well. So I'm just saying there are quite a bit of kickback though on the pans. So if you're thinking to get this, just keep in mind that it does have like quite a lot of kickback. Not like other shadows, I can't really create like a clean center space for the shimmer shade to go on. So that's kind of one thing to note. Like, it's almost too blendable. It's almost like the shadows move a bit too much, but it might be just a longer play time for the shadows. So next up, I'm taking just the same brush and I'm taking a darker color, 5 PM down here, and place it on the outer and inner corners once again. Okay, this shade right off the bat I can tell is not as pigmented, and I feel like it's a tad bit patchy. So when you want to do a halo eye, the best thing you can do is let the shadow blend itself. What I mean by that, it's like you just take a blending brush, rounded blending brush, just tap the shadow in. It will almost like blend itself. Now I'm just gonna take this darker shade, even darker shade called Manhattan. It's like a warm chocolate brown. Same thing, outer corner, inner corner. Again, the darker shades, I just feel like it's a tad bit patchy. The blendability is still the same, but it's just the color is not distributed super evenly. So I'm just gonna take the Jessup Flat Definer brush. I'm just gonna take the Colourpop No Filter Concealer to carve out the center lid space. I'm just gonna take a flat brush. This is by Wetnwild. I'm just gonna take the first color on the rocks again, the bone shade, and just set that in place. And then I'm just gonna take the Smokes and Mirrors by BH number 5, and it's just like a flat brush. And I am really drawn towards Rooftop and Spritzer, which is both like a coral kind of shade. Let's start with Rooftop because it's a bit darker on a dry brush. I'm just packing this onto the, oh my god. It's like not a BAM pigment, but like, can you see the shimmer? It's so pretty. But I am seeing some fallout on my face. To blend out the edges, I'm just gonna take Manhattan again, so the darkest one, and I'm just gonna blend out the edge of the shimmer shade. For some reason, you can see the brown shade is like attaching to the place where I put down concealer. I just realized this looks awfully similar to the look I did for my painting series for Scream. So go check that out. Link will be in the description box. After using the dark brown, I need to use a bit of the burnt orange, the bottoms up color, to kind of blend out the top part. Let's add the lighter color at the center as a pop. So instead of Spritzer, I think I'm gonna take Hotspot. So I'm just gonna take it on here and pop it right on the center here. Next, I'm gonna change it up a bit and I'm gonna take the shade Trash Talk down in this corner. It is like a bronzy, darker color, but I'm gonna use it as an inner corner shade. And then I'm gonna work on the low lash line now. So same thing, I'm taking the number 7 brush by BH. I'm taking this color right here, the transition shade. And then next, instead of taking the burnt orange, I'm taking the neutral brown here called Cheers. And then I'm just taking a smaller smudger brush. This is by Jessup called the Short Shader brush. I'm taking the color 5 PM, which is like a medium brown, and I'm smoking it on the low lash line. Again, creating a halo, so on the outer and on the inner edge. I'm taking a flat brush, the same flat brush that I used before, the BH Cosmetics number 5. I'm taking this shade that I haven't got to use yet. This is Spritzer, and it's a bit lighter than Rooftop that I use on the upper lid. So I'm just gonna add this on the center of the lower lid. I'm just taking my little pinky and I'm taking the shade Hotspot, which is what I use for the lightest shade on the upper lid. I'm just popping it on the lower lid. Now I'm just gonna put on some liner real quick. This is by Physicians Formula. I'm just gonna curl my lashes and put on some mascara real quick. This is Essence volume stylist. That's the eye look done. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know whether it's because of me, whether it's because the base of the eye is not consistent, but when I'm doing a cut crease, I'm always doing the same thing. I put on concealer and I put on the shimmer shade, and then I put back on the matte color to kind of blend the edge out. If this is not working the way I want it to work, then this can only do some simple things instead of eye looks like a halo eye, cut crease. So I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it's a bit too powdery. Not subculture powdery, but a bit too powdery. But how the mattes perform on the eyes is sort of like how subculture works on the eye. If you add like concealer, you can see that it oxidizes where it's contacting the concealer, and where it's not contacting the concealer, it's just lighter because it hasn't oxidized. The shimmer shades are perfect. Actually, some of the matte shades that I've tried are perfect as well. The two lighter ones, the burnt orange is gorgeous. It's a perfect travel size. It's slim, it's chic, it's pretty. It has a big ass mirror, but it's just that I haven't used it enough. Based on first impression, I feel like the performance of the darker shades are pretty disappointing. Considering how much hype it is around Morphe. They're definitely not the best shadows that I've tried. You guys know I love the Juvia's Place palettes. They have darker shades than what's on my eye, but they are not like this. They don't really oxidize. But this one completely, I wouldn't say disastrous. It's still pretty look, but it just looks unblended because of the oxidization of the colors on concealer. $1 per eyeshadow. This is a pretty dang good palette for its price. Color scheme is nice, coherent, very pretty palette. Has a really nice aesthetic as well, nice for traveling. And I guess most of the colors are kind of fine. It's just a darker shade. It's not working the best. It's not working the way that I'm expecting it to work. So will I continue to use this palette? The answer is yes. I need to play around it and tell you guys more about it in the near future. So this is it for this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you liked it, and definitely subscribe to my channel. Click that little bell next to it so that you receive a notification every single time I upload. And this is it for now, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!